This is Igbo Area TV.
No reasonable Igbo man support Biafra agitation, says Okorocha. Governor Rochas Okorocha of Imo State has described the agitation by the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, for a sovereign republic in the southeast as a child's play. Okorocha, who doubles as chairman of Progressive Governors Forum, made this statement on Wednesday when he led a delegation of the forum on a visit to internally displaced person IDPs and a victim of recent Benue flood disaster in Benue State. He said no reasonable Igbo man was backing the agitation. His words: "I have always said that IPOB is an agitation group, but the captioning is bad when you talk of sovereignty within a sovereign nation and also talking of secession. Let me assure you that no Igbo person or man is in support of the secession, and people must see this as a childish act. We must stand up to address it before it becomes a national problem. As for us leaders in that area, it will be insane for anyone to think that the IPOB leader will ask us to follow him to seek secession. So Nigerians must learn to address it specifically. If you are addressing IPOB, you should be specific and not to address it as if it is an Igbo affair." Okorocha, during the visit, personally donated 10 million naira to the victims, also sympathized with Benue State over the disaster. Well, we also like to share an information from our brother who has said Biafra is not the way. You all know him, the actor Kenneth Okonkwo, in that popular movie called Living in Bondage. He was Andy in that movie. He said, "I am following President Muhammadu Buhari and I make no apology for that." He said, "To hell with your hatreds towards Buhari." And he said voting Buhari in 2019 is an automatic ticket for Igbo presidency in 2023. We would like to remind you that Andy Kenneth Okonkwo is contesting under the platform of the APC, the ruling party, for the gubernatorial seat of Enugu. There have been so many reactions on the proposed building of a refinery in Katsina. For some people, it has already been started and commissioned. Meanwhile, here is a reaction by Michael Uche Biafra Mado. They say, "Attention! The attention of Rochas Okorocha, Rochas Okorocha, Dave Umeahe, and Okeze Bazojo Ibokwe, Loretta Onoshie from Igboland are drawn to this." He said this is Katsina State Refinery being built by Buhari. The refinery will cost a whopping sum of 725 trillion or $2 billion and has a capacity to refine 150,000 barrels of oil per day. It will be completed within 3 years. The attention of the above-mentioned people are drawn to let them know that Abia, Imo, and of recently Anambra are all oil-producing states from Biafra land. Yet there is no refinery in the southeast apart from the indigenous Orient refinery built in Anambra. It was built by indigens. There have been complaints even from within the Niger Delta. How can you be building a refinery where there is no oil, while the oil-producing states may not have refineries? Here is one by Antonich Christopher Emeka. He wrote, "One thing that I learned in my secondary school economics, I had good teachers, was that one of the factors that must be considered before locating an industry is nearness to raw materials and markets. Then before we talk of skills." Now the question is, why the refinery in Katsina? Do they have crude oil there? More are we looking at pipelines that will be high capital expenditures and running costs? To me, though I am not Ngozi Iweala or Adam Smith, what I think is have dairy factory for cattle and allied products in Katsina and refinery in Niger Delta. So I don't know if I am making a single sense or common sense. Oh, I forget, it's not common. Maybe I need a Harvard degree to make that common sense. Okay, look at what he's trying to say. How can you be citing a refinery in Katsina where there is no crude oil? Not even the pipelines are there. You know what this costs to move pipelines from the oil-producing states? Meanwhile, we have Kaduna refinery. Kaduna is not also an oil-producing state, and there's a refinery there. These refineries are not working, or they are not working at full capacity. Now you are supposed to repair these refineries. You are trying to cite another one in Katsina. I think what we should have in Katsina is a dairy farm or something like dairy industries. What is suitable there, not refineries. This is a waste of money for some. That is what this guy is trying to say. It is a waste of resources. Now here is a response to Franklin Binadenifa Alex's comment on a dry southeast without seaport. This guy was like saying southeast does not have a seaport, and we are landlocked. Those who are not in support of the struggle, that's what we normally hear from them. So what we want to play out to you is a response to that. If Igbos don't leave these people out of Biafra, it will continue to be a mirage. Ethiopia has no seaport. Eritrea has. It caused constant war between them because Eritrea, like these ones here, felt they can reach Utopia with their access to sea until history taught them a bitter lesson. Landlocked story has been a lie dished to them to dampen Igbo spirit from exiting the cage. That's why an Igbo city or people in Port Harcourt are claiming not being Igbo to the delight of Ijaw people. Even though Ikwere is not claiming Ijaw, they claim Bini. Ijaw is not interested in freedom. Anytime you remove them from Biafra map, you see them acting like Yoruba and Hausa Fulani, opposing that Biafra secession. Leave these people out of Biafra. That's the new agitation. Leave Ijaw people out of Biafra. You see, this is not about making trouble or anything. The other time, I also, at Igbo Area TV here, I don't believe in what is called Aroshuku oath. I don't believe in it. Meanwhile, Russell Bluejack does not believe in Aroshuku oath. But for Russell Bluejack to, turn it to something else, yes, it is good. If you are not in support of Aroshuku oath, normal. I am not in support of that oath. But for you to say you put Ijaw out of the struggle, as if Ijaws are the ones that will make us achieve it. Please, I think Igbos or Biafrans, we should only concern ourselves with Igbo-speaking areas. Yes, Spain has one language. What they only have is variations of that language. We Igbos are enough to become a country. All the Igbo-speaking areas in Delta, Benue, Rivers. Ignore non-Igbo speakers. Concentrate on Igbo speakers. We can form a good nation. I think we better rework the map. Yes. Let's rework the map and minus every non-Igbo speaking community. They are not interested in what we are doing. Now, let's make this struggle a kind of, if you're interested, you join. Let's stop adding non-Igbo speakers to the map or to the struggle. Let's allow them to join willingly. The reason I'm talking about it, this has been part of what is derailing the struggle. Yes, if you want to participate, you declare, you raise your hands, you declare your intention. Let's not try to carry these people along just like that. No, I think they prefer the union. Yes, that is not also wrong. Let's make this an Igbo struggle for Igbo speakers, but open to anyone who wish to join that are non-Igbos by themselves. Simple. Let the agitation not be by force. I have seen reactions each time I feature a map of Biafra with surrounding non-Igbo speakers that are part of former eastern Nigeria. I see the reactions. A lot of them are displeased. Some of them are in support. I think this thing should be a matter of interest. So I'm not trying to be against them. I'm only speaking as far as the struggle is concerned. We are good neighbors. Now, in rounding up, I would like to ask a question. Why were Igbo communities ceded to minority areas, especially communities known to be oil-rich? Why remove them from their brothers? If they had their way, they would cede Imo and Abia to South and all in the name of denying that Igbo land has crude oil. One thing is certain. They cannot cheat the Creator. The more they remove our oil-producing areas to other places, the more the oil is discovered in the Igbo hinterland. Nollywood thrown into mourning as actor Chike Osuji dies at 65. While many are being born, the legend who would have lived to lead the younger ones are dying, especially in the Nollywood industry. Some days back, the Nollywood industry was thrown into mourning as some industry colleagues woke up to the shocking news of the death of actor Chike Osuji. In a statement by Special Assistant to the President, Actors Guild of Nigeria (AGN) on Media and Publicity, Ochendo McSmith Osuji, who was an Imo State-based actor, succumbed to the codes of death in Owerri, the Imo State capital. He was aged 65. The statement added that until his death, the deceased, whose name was on the list of sick actors the recently launched AGN founded is supposed to cater for, was an active member of the guild who was more concerned about the welfare of the guild than anything else. He had featured in many movies such as Bleeding Tree, The Kingdom on Fire, The Book of Haragon, 40 Days in the Wilderness, The Royal Monster, The Governor, amongst others. Thanks for listening to Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more updates. You can also visit our Facebook page and like the page. You can join our Facebook group, Igbo Area TV. You can also reach me, Azuka Muaneke, on Facebook. God bless you and bye for now.